Did you do that?
Huh?
No.
I was searching for it. It's starting. That's all. Getting all set up. Hello, everybody. Let me just make sure that I'm on. All right, so I'm sharing. It says live stream health. You need to change the video resolution, which is not supported for the configuration.
But it's fine.
That's fine. Let's see. All right, so I'm getting everything set up. About to start this video. How do you do that? Yeah, I guess everything is fine. Just make sure that my volume is there. Alright, so to show that my stream health is good, so I'm about to start chatting with you guys. Just want to do one more thing. Everything is good. All right, so it's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Just wanted to make sure that everything was good. This is a purpose of networking, fellowship, and of course, as I am doing this, I'm going to speak some what's on my mind. Speak about what's on my mind. And I want to share this out before I even get into this so we can get some more people on here. So I'm going to share this to Twitter. And just remember, as you're doing your videos, like share them to the multiple platforms. You have Twitter, you have Facebook. You also get like the analytics of where your people that's watching you is coming from. It's 11 o'clock. All right. Hey, so I see Christine, R, M, and S is here. Good evening, happy Monday. I just want to share this out, but I am going to get into what I want to talk about. And this live stream is just about having the mindset of persistence, right? Persistence is really important to get exactly. Hey, Edward Smart. Definitely, if y'all don't have each other, connect. But persistence is so important, and you just have to have that mindset of what you want, right? So I had a conversation, and I've been listening to the audiobook, You're a Badass Making Money. And generally, we need to identify and pinpoint and have intention of where we want to go in life. And this is so weird. Yeah, we need to identify where we're going. And a lot of the times, I don't believe that we don't set the intentions of what exactly is that we want. Or, like, here's my big idea with this, or where I'm getting at. What intention do you have for your YouTube channel, if you have one? Where do you see yourself 3 months from now? Where do you see yourself doing 6 months from now? Where do you see yourself a year from now? And I think it's important to identify these key factors, because once you see, life and death is definitely in the power of the tongue, right? And we have the ability to, like, our words mean so much. Consciousness is really important. You understand? Like, what we speak really is in the back of our minds, and our subconscious programming is more powerful than our conscious programming. So the question that I basically have is, do most people ask themselves this question? Do you have limiting beliefs? And a person that I really pay attention to that speaks about limiting beliefs and the law of attraction is, for instance, like Bob Proctor. He's been in The Secret. And intention, paying attention is really big, but intention is everything, because we all can have paradigm shifts, right? We all have to shift our paradigms. There's always an area in life that we have limiting beliefs, and you have to get yourself to a high frequency, pump yourself up, surround yourself with great people, and speak positive affirmations to vibrate and get on a powerful frequency, right? And when we do these kind of things, it's like blitz comes into play. It was really interesting because I looked at this topic. I was looking at this topic, and as I'm talking, remember to network and connect with each other. But as I was paying attention to what exactly in terms people would say, or listening to this audiobook, there's always a point in your life where you may doubt yourself with certain things. You may not know exactly where you're going, exactly how you're going to achieve it. But if you have a plan and you just implement, then you will always hit it and get exactly what you want. Not exactly when you want to, not exactly when you plan on doing it, but it will come into play. And the affirmations, right? Affirmations is really big, because what you tell yourself, you have to tell yourself you're a champion. You have to change your belief systems, because if you change your belief systems, then the more that you believe you could do something, the more you will do it. I seen a post today from one of my cousins, and she said that she wants to get a bachelor's degree in criminal science, and then she wants to not only go for her bachelor's, she want to then do her master's and pursue her doctorates. And my response to that was, you definitely, as long as you believe you can, you definitely will, because that's the power in everything. You have to convince yourself. You have to sell yourself first on exactly what you want to do. And anything that we believe, we can actually accomplish. And most of the stuff, especially with looking at this book, everything that we want for the most part is out there already. We have the materials, we have the tools, we have the possession. We just don't physically have our hands on certain things as of yet. And everything that's here on earth right now started from idea. Hi, Selena Vlogs and Gaming. Hey, happy Monday. Happy Monday. So everything, and definitely, like I said, this is for connecting purposes, and I know why a lot of people probably wouldn't be on yet, but I'm going to keep on chatting with you guys. So everything that we want is literally out there, right? We have the tools, we have the resources, especially because this day and age, we're in the dawn of technology, right? So we can accomplish exactly what we want, and we could get exactly what we need. It's just that you have to really believe it, that you could do it. And it's like sometimes, especially, you have to get around people that's going somewhere. Like, I think it's been very, very motivating to get in the community of YouTube and see people work to grow their channels, because you know, I got on lives where I'm seeing people like basically falling asleep. You understand? Because you have your regular life, then you have to build, whether it's your business, and almost YouTube is like a business, your business, whether you have, you know, you're building your channel, anything that you're doing, if you put in like the full effort into it, then you see that people's going to reap the rewards. But to get back, what I was saying is, it's been really interesting and really uplifting. I know people in here, so definitely connect while I'm talking, but it's been really great seeing people work, you know. And I'm saying, when I say work, I mean, I've seen people on here for hours upon hours, barely want to sleep, networking with others. And it's good to get around people like that and being around positive communities, because and just, you know, positive environments like that, because it builds your belief system. That's for one. It builds your belief system, and it makes you want to work harder. Hi, Frank GTV. Oh, so it's Frank GTV random channel. So, hey, happy Monday. Definitely, this is for the purpose of networking. So connect with everybody. So, yes, it's really good that everybody's working on building their channel, working for hours, doing everything. And I give people kudos, because you want something, you have to go after it. Nobody can do it for you, right? And like I said, with intention, once you desire, once you figure out what's your ultimate goal, then you know how to implement it, and you can put a plan forth to do it. But the best thing, and I see a lot of people talk about knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And Jim Rohn says it best. Knowledge is potential power. Because if you don't put what you know into action, the things that we don't do day in and day out, we definitely will forget. We won't do it. You understand? Like, if you don't put forth action, that's the best way to learn. If you don't put forth the action, then the results won't come. And doing something, you know, there's always people, and I can say I've been in this category, where you want to get ready to get ready. You understand? Like, you want to read, you want to start working on personal development and growth, and you do these little things to almost make it as an excuse. Hi, Lakey 509, and hopefully I got that right. But remember, connect with everybody. There's about 6 people in here, so if you don't have anybody, definitely connect. So here's the thing. I've been in that bracket where it's like you want to get ready to start getting ready, and here's the thing, like, action makes everything work. Taking action. And it's okay to fail forward. It's okay to get rejected. It's okay. And there's going to be people that say positive things about you. There's going to be people that say negative things about you. They're going to say it regardless of anything. And a lot of times people suppress what they want to do because of the worry of what other people think about them. But never let a person judge you for what you want to do, because there's people that's way worse than you that isn't bold and courageous enough, for instance, to go on YouTube and do anything with their channel. There isn't people that's bold and courageous enough to, speak in front of camera or even go live. So definitely, I commend everybody. Hi, Nappy Missy 101. So we got a couple of people in here. So yes, there's people that has not good day, hosts and friends. Yes. So there's people that want to judge you, but they don't do bold, courageous things. Hey, get to other. Yeah, I gotta listen to your video to get the correct verbiage for that. But definitely network with everybody. If you don't have somebody in your Rolodex, that I would like to say, because remember, we're making lifelong relationships here. So the point is to definitely connect with people and to build. Hey, Maxine, how's it going? Yes, definitely the point is to connect and build. But here's the thing, with listening to what I heard yesterday too, people will judge, right? People's going to judge, they're going to make assumptions, they're going to criticize. And whether you live out your dreams, you pursue to live out your dreams or not, people is going to always have something to say. That's fine. That's natural. But you just need to remember to stay that course, because if you don't stay the course, then you get distracted and sidetracked. And then you see years go by and you're like, dang, I never did what I really wanted to do because I was too worried about what other people think. And that's not cool. You understand? Like, remember, the people that get that wild success is the one that go out and get it. And everything that's out there is out for grabs. Thank you so much. And definitely as y'all coming in, yes, please give me a thumbs up. But yeah, everything is out there that we want. It's out for grabs. Everything that's out here in this earth started with an idea. You understand? Like, especially to reference Think and Grow Rich, like the light bulb. I believe it was, what was it? Thomas Edison that came out with, and don't laugh if I don't get this right, because I'm trying to think at this moment. Yeah, I believe it's Thomas Edison that definitely had the idea to start, working on the light bulb. And it took many different experiments to figure out so many ways that it didn't work. Henry Ford, the first car that he said he had was like a hideous car. And he took years and years to change, the idea and revamp it. But people was riding around in horses. You understand? Like, travel was definitely hard to do. So everything, like I said, starts out from an idea, and you just have to take that massive action to make it grow. And, just like how we're on here networking, some people been on here like all day, literally connecting with people, searching for new people, and just coming out with creative ideas to just build. And that's why I like to talk about the intentions, because how did that happen? That was kind of weird. 1 second, guys. That's why I want to talk about intentions, because you have to decide exactly what do you want for yourself. And to go back to the affirmations too, what words are you telling yourself? Subconscious programming is very, 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 very powerful. You understand? Like, to drive a car, if in the beginning is very conscious when you're driving a car because it's a new skill. However, after a while, you can drive without even having to think much about it, because you do it on a regular basis. And once you get down the skill, you keep on doing it. Yeah, there's some bad drivers out there and they have to, master more skill set. but there's certain things that we could do on autopilot. And most of us move on autopilot with simple little tasks throughout the day. So when we are moving on autopilot, that's where that subconscious programming kick in. And a lot of the times you have to program your subconscious mind, because yes, you could tell yourself consciously certain things, but remember, we move based upon belief. So if you believe you could do certain things, then it will get done. And if you telling yourself negative things, like a little while ago, I believe I was walking and I said to myself, not even realizing it, like, I'm so tired. And I'm not tired, you understand? Like, why? But if you say those kind of things, remember, the life and death is in the power of the tongue. What you tell yourself you are, what you believe in yourself you are, until you change it. And there is so much power in words. And that's why with anything that you do, yes, anything that you do, you have to master your mind, because one thing that I can tell you is, yes, people could give you their opinions, people could pass judgments on anything that you do, but what matters is what you think about yourself. And if you're letting other people sway your judgment or sway exactly what you want to do, then that's a you issue that you have to start working on. And then you have to go back and identify where certain limiting beliefs came from. Because remember, if you don't master your mind, then a lot's not going to get accomplished. And you don't want to be that person to see other people, you have this idea that you could achieve greatness, but you never acted on it. There's people, and I say this every probably live that I do, there's people that, and Les Brown said this, graveyards are the most expensive place on the world. It's not Dubai, it's not Bora Bora, it's not, places in Hong Kong, for instance, or Thailand. It's basically graveyards, because so many people that was very creative died. And then they died with their dreams. They died with their goals. They never acted upon those ideas that came. And then what happens is, when you get an idea, basically, and I feel like if you are giving a gift, talent, and skill, and you don't act on it within a certain time frame, that skill is going to leave you. And that's where people get depressed, right? People start to get depressed because they know that they're naturally creative. They know that they had certain ideas, but they was too scared to act on them. And then it's like sometimes people get into this negative funk, you understand? Because they're unhappy with themselves, and then they want to put other people down for working towards building their dreams and goals. And that can't work out when that happens. You understand? When that happens, it's like you're literally putting somebody down unnecessarily. Wow. Yes, so I got 8 people in here. Definitely, as y'all coming in, thumbs this video up. I appreciate it. And let me just keep on going, because remember, network. I know I'm speaking with y'all, but definitely network at the same time. But here's the thing. Most people don't write down their goals, right? They say that they want certain things, and we almost like wing it, in a sense. I like to ask people this on a regular, like, what are your goals? What do you want to do? And some people can't tell me, or, some people tell me, like, it's just another day, another dollar, gotta go to work, and just live day to day. And if you don't plan your work, in a sense, you almost plan to fail. So if you don't plan or set intentions for what you want to do in life, how can you accomplish greatness? If you don't define what's going to make you happy, whether it's, with your family, business-wise, work-wise, recreationally-wise, if you don't define those things, how are you going to know what's exactly going to make you 100% happy? And I learned this, years ago at one of the conferences that I went to. And I know that you have to write stuff in different categories. Like, what is your spiritual relationship? Where are you putting, your God first, or whatever you believe in? Like, is that first? Where are you at with your family? Like, how do you want your family to be? And I don't think these are questions that a lot of us ask ourselves, right? So what goals do you have for your family? How connected do you want to be with them? You understand? Like, where you want to be at that point. In your job or business, YouTube, where do you want to go? Where do you see yourself? You could write out a 30, 60, 90 day, and that's an action plan. 30 days from now, I expect to be here. 60 days from now, this is where I see myself going. 90 days from now, I'm here. A year from now, this is what I'm going to be doing. And my 5-year plan is become hell or high water. I will never give up. You understand? So that's an intention that you would like, that really needs to be set and defined. Because if you don't define these goals, like, how are you going to know exactly where you're going? The next thing, and just let me go over this, we had Christina RMNS in here. Hi, Eddie Tube. Hello, Eddie Tube. How's it going? As y'all coming up and give me those thumbs up. So we had Edward Smart in here. We had Christina RMNS. Frank GTV, Random Channels. Leku, Lequa 509. Nappy Missy's been in here. Ghetto Other is in here. Maxine Bryant. And yes, so we have a good amount of people in here. Definitely Everybody Network. EdulTube. Hopefully I said that right. Definitely. Thank you so much for coming on to the live. I appreciate it. We got Bam's family inside. Thank you so much for coming on my live. I appreciate it. I'm just talking about, some more Jamari's and Mommy's Way of Life. Hi, how's it going? Thank you so much for coming in. As y'all coming in, smash that button. And I'm just going to keep on saying what I'm saying. And I'm talking about intent. Like, where do you... I don't think a lot of people define where they're going, right? What they want. And what do you want for your YouTube channels, right? Like, what's your master plan? Where you want to go? Because I know a lot of people is driven, for instance, people's driven for, and thank you so much, Maxine. People is driven basically to get a certain amount. You said my name wrong, but thanks anyway. So how do you say it? All right, I'm seeing the numbers. So it's ghetto. It's like I might tongue slide because I know I'm gonna come out with a word. All right, I'll come back to it in a moment. I know I'm gonna come out with a word but I'm going to come on your channel again, and I got to hear you say your name. But definitely, I'm going to keep on trying. Intention. So, most of us go through life, right? We don't know. All right, so people, for instance, and I was talking about YouTube. I know I got thrown on track. I was talking about YouTube. Like, for instance, a lot of people say that they want subscribers and they want to acquire a certain amount of hours so they could, for instance, get sponsorships and things of that nature. All right, what content can you provide people? Because I don't believe it'll just happen on lives alone. Like, what goodness, what creativity do you have? What can you display? Because remember, everybody got a gifting, talent, a skill. And what you don't think is important, somebody else think it's important. I mentioned this on another live. Everything, people come to YouTube to watch everything. And somebody need to know what brand of toilet tissue to wipe their butt, like, they'll watch that video. If you don't think something is interesting to you, you have to take yourself out of the way, right? You have to take yourself out of the way because here's the thing, and I know I was talking about the goals too. I just got thrown off where I said you got to rate what you want to do for your, spiritual, for your family, and now I'm up to the business and with YouTube. So you have to define, like, what do you want to do? And he said, you're not going to hear it, but you will learn a lot. Yes, definitely. I'm gonna stop by. So definitely, like, the whole fact of the matter is, what's the plan? And I think that if we give out and do our best, if we do our best with everything, then the intention is there, and we're just going to keep, like, the answers are just going to come with us. A lot of times people is focusing on the mechanics, right? Like, how is this going to happen? How am I going to do this? How am I going to get a certain place, right? And you ask these questions, and those are the wrong questions to ask. And this is the thing what most people say about entrepreneurs. You jump out of the plane, right, without the parachute, and you figure it out along the way on how, well, not without a parachute, but you jump out of the plane and you figure out the mechanics along the way, right? You have to be that person that figures it out. So you have the skill, the creativity. Somebody, you're gifted with something, whether it's cooking, people is crushing it with makeup, gardening. We got some people that has green thumbs. We got people that has brown thumbs. Like, there is so many topics. And I see G Mama's World. Hello. Thank you. So we have so many different talents. And I think that it doesn't matter how you do it. It's just you have to start acting upon it. And let me go back up to the top, because this is for networking purposes. As you're going to see while I'm on my lives, I will be talking about different topics, positivity, and basically, I just want y'all guys to network and grow. So, I see Christina RMS, Nappy Missy, Maxine Bryant, LD Tube, Bam's Family, Ghetto Ugly. I'll see. I gotta get it together. I'm a Jamari and Mommy's Way of Life. G Mama's World. And yes, definitely no S words, because we want to keep this clean and we want to keep this going so we can network with everybody. I think that what's really, really good is if you plan on, for instance, like we're on YouTube right now, if you really plan on making this a serious thing, like, remember, investment in yourself is the most investment that you're going to get 100. You're going to get back tenfold. You're going to get it back tenfold. Yes, you're going to get it back tenfold. So definitely invest in yourself. Invest in the equipment. And even if you don't have the means to get certain stuff, use what you have and just do your best. Hi, Dark Prince, Lucia. So, Lucia. There's a book that I was on a call it's a little quick Zoom call. I do Zoom calls with my business partners and just even people. It was almost like an open forum. But we was talking about the book, The Four Agreements. And I actually have been like one of the last people to get in on side of this Zoom call. But basically from listening to everybody else that was talking about this book, one thing that is important, and I believe it's the four agreement, is that intent, right? That you do everything that you put forth with excellence. Meaning if you start a task, you do it with excellence, because how you do anything is how you do everything, right? And definitely if y'all don't have Dark, Prince, Lusa, you know what to do. Connect, because this is for networking. And I don't believe, and hi, your girl Shay Marshall. Hey, J. Kurt Vivo. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on to the channel. I really appreciate it. And as y'all coming in, definitely say hi to everybody, connect. If you even know people, because I know most of us know a lot of, it's the more you're on YouTube, you're going to start seeing the same people. So definitely, it's fine to go on multiple videos that people have and connect and give people the time, that they need. People took their time out to do these videos, so definitely want to show everybody love. Green Street Recycling Man, hello, happy Monday, and it's actually about to be midnight, so it's going on Tuesday. Hi, Shauna's Life. So everybody connect. If you don't see anybody here that you know, connect with them. But what I think is highly important is to put excellence in everything that you do, because, and I've gone through life, half-assed in a lot of stuff, but as you know, like when you do those kind of things, you don't reap the rewards of the compound effect, and the things that we cut short, we literally we actually get cut short. So things that we shortcut on, we aren't hurting anybody but ourselves. We're only hurting ourselves when we actually shortcut stuff. So, let me look at this notes. Okay, yeah, so we are powerful, man. I can't speak about this enough. Like our minds, we only tap into 10% of our brain. Most 10%. Like, could you imagine if we could tap into 100%? Like, we really have the ability to create. It's just, here's the thing, we only limited by our beliefs and creativities. Like the more creative you could be, the more you could believe, the more you can achieve. And it's really a fantastic thing. And it's almost like I'm baffled, because what I've been listening to with this audio and the book is just clarification and validation on the things that we focus on grow. It's like, you ever thought about somebody, like you haven't spoke to them in a little while, and this person just randomly calls you? Like, it doesn't I don't believe in like the big coincidence. I just believe that, what we focus on grows, expand, and we have the ability to speak certain things up. So how about this? Definitely get yourself a sticky note. Get yourself a legal pad and write down what you want, what you expect out of life, because you have to demand exactly what you want. You have to. There's so much power in knowing what you want. And it's exactly what you think comes true, and it's true. What you believe comes true. And if you think you're not good enough, then you're right. You understand? And not to say there's people that could uplift you. I could tell you the best things in your life. I could tell you that you are powerful, you are strong, you are worthy, you are great, you are a champion. But if you saying it and not believing it, then and telling yourself like I'm crap. Don't do yourself the disservice of telling yourself the opposite. Do the service of looking in the mirror and speaking powerful words. You have to tell yourself like I am a champion. I am a champion. I am destined for greatness. I will grow to great heights. No weapon against me will ever prosper. I can create. I am a creator of my own circumstances. Those kind of words. I am great. Say it until you, I was right. You are a great teacher. Thank you. Say it until you turn blue in the face. Say it until you freaking believe it. Even if you don't believe it in the moment, say it until you believe it. Because here's the thing. A lot of people went through life where they was teased, Some people didn't have a great upbringing. That's what I'm saying. Your girl Shay Marshall said, even when things are horrible in life, and it's right, you could have your bills probably won't be paid, right? You could be in the worst case scenarios. But if you tell yourself uplifting things, I promise you, there's always some person worse than you in life, that's worse off, but have gratitude. And that's why I'm going to talk about gratitude in a moment. And two, if you believe, and you have to, all right, most people like myself, I operate when I'm happy. I operate at my highest potential when I am happy, when I am calm, right? And I can have chaos. I actually function really good too when there's chaos around. But I operate at my best when things is going well. I'm not going to say that everything is all peachy and cream with my life, right? But at the same time, I tell myself daily that I got this. I am a champion. Nothing could get in my way from stopping greatness from coming, right? What you dropped, and yes, what subject? Okay, yeah. So people's connecting right now. But you have to tell yourself these things, because what I believe will happen. And right now, you may not be in the material possession of a lot of money, right? You may not have your family the way you want it. You may want certain things and it may not be there yet, but it's coming. You have to tell yourself, you have to trick your daggone mind, because people went through life being told horrible things. A lot of people been hi Leverage 5110 WCF, how's it going? All right, good night. Have an amazing night. But definitely people been told that they're crap, right? There's been people that's been told that they won't amount to nothing. Terrible, terrible words. There's been people that been said that they're worthless. Everything that they do, they mess up with. Not everybody has a good upbringing. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. Not everybody has a great upbringing. But you know what? It is fine. It is fine. It is fine. Don't ever take on somebody's belief about you and carry on life with that. I had a friend, I have a friend, but she gave me an example how when she was younger, somebody made a reference to a shirt that she had on and that was making him feel uncomfortable. And she didn't do anything that was out of the norm or do anything that was wrong, but it was his belief system, but it made her feel funny. And she went years and years covering herself and feeling awkward about herself, all based on a daggone comment of somebody that wasn't mentally right, a comment that was said to her. And a lot of us is carrying on crap that was said to us when we was young and don't let go of it. We have to let go. We have to let go of those kind of things, because what somebody else thinks of you, what somebody thinks of me, is not my business. What matters is what I believe. And remember, what you believe will happen for you. What the mind can conceive to believe, it can achieve, right? And if you're telling yourself negative things, you're not going to go and accomplish what you want. Like if you're saying like I love, it's like everything becomes strong, you know? Like you become strong. It feels good to have powerful words, you know? And let go of and yes. And that's why I said let it go and let the Most High. And this is what I believe too. This is the thing. A lot of the times, like we may have problems, right? We may have problems, and sometimes there's people that you want to confine in, and you want to tell them certain things. But I believe too, it's like, remember what I spoke about, like you got to figure out where you at spiritually, where you at with your family, how you want things with your business or job, recreation, what you want to do recreationally. So if you have certain things that you want to get off your chest, like write it down, pray, like meditate and focus on it. Definitely, even if you, for instance, I know that some people don't believe in God. There's people that believe in God. I'm a person that definitely believes in God. And I definitely, it's like personal conversations. And whether I'm talking to myself or, I'm being heard, whatever, I'm telling myself, I believe that I achieve everything I want because I believe it. So, and I believe it with deep conviction. Everything that I have is because what I told myself, and every mess up that I didn't want to happen to me is because I subliminally got myself there. Write the vision and make it a plan. Exactly. And I'm gonna do it fell. I'm gonna do a video on a vision board. How to create a vision board. And it's simple. Like write the daggone things that you want or print out get a printer, print out some paper or look in a magazine and figure out what you want. If you want a cherry red Tesla, that's me. I do want that. But if you want a cherry red Tesla, like write your plan on what you're going to do to acquire it. I know one thing, like I'm not going to be purchasing another car or anything until I, pay off my daggone house or pay off my daggone car. You understand? Like certain things like I don't need right now because I'm working on my business. I'm getting that growth. And I believe that I'm working, and I'm going to do a video on war on debt, the attacking of debt, because having these huge debts is like a nasty thing, right? But my thing is, I'm going to have my vision board, and I have multiple of them, and my husband always made this joke, like, don't add no other child to a vision board. At first, I had, me and him, and it was my idea of having 2 kids. I have 2 stepsons also. And definitely, I got my 2 children. Everything I put on my vision board, I achieved, and I had to revamp and do a new vision board. And one of my goals, I know, will take me some years to hit because it's it's a huge goal. But hey, Afria Diary, how's it going? Definitely connect. We got Jamari Mommy. Way of Life in here, your girl Shay, Dark Prince, Lucille. We have Ghetto, Other, we have Maxine Bryant, Green Street Recycling. I'm still searching. Eddie Tube, Lakewood, Laquay. So definitely there's PJ Kirk. Like connect with people. Connect. Even if y'all have somebody, give the watch time. So your girl Shay Marshall says, where have you been all my life? Definitely. Like here's the thing, and this is what I can't express this enough. And I think people need to hear this. Like, your mind, your thoughts, literally guide you. It guides you. And if you don't like where you're at right now, Even if you love where you're at. If you love it, elaborate, right? And expound on it. But if you don't like where you're at in life, change it. Change it. If you don't like where you're living, it's winter. It's well, I think it's about to be spring, but no, spring I think is the 21st or so. But if you're in an area where it's cold and you want to be in, like the hot sun all the time, get up and move. Work towards it. If you want change, be the change. If you're not happy with where you're at this current time, you want to change the circumstances, hustle. Because at the end of the day, we are the ones that are the captain of the ship. We have the control of where we want to go. We are in control. And we have a limited time on life, on this world. It's a limited time. Because, of course, we don't have infinite life, So, while we're here, why not accomplish greatness? Like, I don't think it's good to be sad. You understand? Gratitude is huge. Be happy for what's to come. And you have to, when you're writing your goals, write it as if you have it already. It's power into it. You remember, we're tricking our subconscious mind. And I want to go, when I do another live, I want to talk about the power of tricking your subconscious mind too. But basically, what you want to write down is, I am so grateful for this cherry red Tesla that I have. And that's a material thing that I'm just bringing up. That's just an object. I am so grateful for the money that I have. Like, let's say, for instance, I'm reading that You're a Badass Making Money. So let's say, for instance, I am so grateful that I have $100,000 in my bank account. I am grateful. Thank you. I am wealthy. Gratitude. Say those kind of things. Whatever those goals are. I am so grateful that I have the husband and children that I wanted. I am so grateful. Because when you say those kind of things, you're writing your story. And not to say, and a lot of people like to get this twisted. They like to say, like, oh, so you're trying to say that I mean to be broke, or I mean to not be happy. Depression is real. It's a real sickness, right? That's a real sickness. And high 89, that though, that's a real sickness. And even, so we spoke about depression, and nobody want to be in life not having what they want. But I feel like there's resources, and people need to learn to utilize resources. And also, we have to learn the key concept of relationship building. Because if you could build and form huge relationships with people, then there's people that is knowledgeable about certain topics that you could tap into different people's network. This is why it's so amazing to be born and just be living around this time and day and age of the tech of internet, because we can learn anything. And thank you so much for what you're saying. Yes, wise words. Because here's the thing. A mastermind is huge. A mastermind is forming conversations, being almost in the same room. You don't even have to be in the same room. I have trust issues because so many people done me wrong. And you know what? I could almost say that I was like that in a sense. But at the same time, you have to release. Release. Because if you hold on to those things, you're going to get more of it. And that's where that power of the law of attraction is. It's like, even if I say, like, I'm angry with somebody, and I try to pretend like it's not there, I start to get more of it. And there is people that's naturally going to do you wrong. And that's why I brought this up in the conversation too, that people is not going to see what you're doing. Hey, pretty sassy Libra, there's people that's not going to see what you're doing. There's people that's going to judge you. There's people that's going to do you wrong. Your family's not going to support you. Your friends is not going to support you. But this is the thing. How do you release? You forgive. You understand? When I spoke about those affirmations and I spoke about that gratitude and I say you have to have gratitude, you could write down a list literally of people that did you wrong and say, like, I release you. I forgive you for this. You understand? I release, I forgive you. Because here's the thing, like, if you don't, and I learned this a long time ago, if you hold, like, those grudges with people, thank you. You a good influence on me and everybody else. I appreciate it. If you hold on to those feelings, and if you literally hold on to these feelings of like maybe anger, because of course, when somebody screwed you, you naturally get angry, right? Man, you're doing something to me right now. I'm literally crying. And this is the thing. It's true. And I'm glad I could really speak about this. Like, I've been there. You understand? Like, I'm not an angry person, but I can get to a point where it's like you're miserable or you can get upset. And here's the thing. People is going to hurt you in life, right? People's going to reject you. Like, it will happen, but it's about what you do. And that's where that thing of release is. And I always write, you understand? Like, you could get your list and write, like, this person done me wrong. But you know what? I forgive. I release. I have gratitude because I'm great. I'm better than this. And when you show people that, nothing phases you, what they do, then it's an amazing feeling. Yes. Pretty sassy Libra said it feels good to release. Because if you hold on to those things, you won't elevate to a new level. No matter how you try. You want to know why? Because anger holds you back. Anger makes you stress. You understand? Anger clouds your judgment. And remember how I said that subconscious programming is more powerful than your conscious programming, so it's in the back of your mind. But when you come to that point where you can say, you know what, this person screwed me over, but that's them. That's their issue, right? It's that, yeah, it's true, right? That's their problem. That's their issue. But you know what? I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna release, and I forgive you. You don't have to literally say it to them, but you just know that you forgive. And you go about life carrying out your soul purpose. Because you want to get to a new level in life. Yes, anger creates sickness and disease. And that's what Maxine Bryan says. And it's so true. A lot of people get sick. They get sick because of stuff that they hold on. And you know what? It's even, there's people that's been holding on for stuff for like 40 years in life. Like, and you just that bitter. It's like they become bigger. It's holding me back. I'm going through a really scary situation and my family and old friends are not here. I need people that love me right now to get through this. Well, you got a community of people that's loving you. Like, you're on YouTube right now. You got positive people that's connecting with you. And this is what I have to say to you. Find people that's like-minded, that's going somewhere. Like I said, I love this YouTube community because you're going to find that there's some fantastic people that has amazing talent. There's people that's going to make you laugh. There's people that's going to give you some good nuggets. There's people that's going to be on here to show you some, introduce you to new concepts and ideas. And yes, every situation that you go into, everything is on the other side of fear. Everything that you want is on the other side of fear. And here's the thing. Sometimes this is a season of your life that you're not pleased with, right? We have seasons in our life. And I spoke about this on another live that I did, where it is a planting season and is a nurturing season, and you have to reap and harvest. And right now you're going through a lesson. You know, it's a teaching moment. And I feel like my teaching moment was like really last year. You understand? Like where I felt like I was in like a chaos mode, and I just had to get real creative and just think stuff out. And I promise you, this situation that you're going through right now, you're gonna come out stronger. You're gonna come out happy. You're gonna be like, you're gonna look back at it and be like, whoa, like I didn't have people to speak to about the situation. I feel like I'm alone, but I became resourceful. You understand? Because remember, like as you are conversating with people and as you talk, you're going to start realizing trends in your conversations. You understand? There's going to be trends and conversations, and there's going to be things that most of us talk about what's on our mind. And hurt could bring about conversations where it almost lead into a negative tone, because it's like, you know, this person hurt me so bad, and it's like, you know, you spark up these feelings, but you got to fill yourself with those feelings of gratitude. You understand? So you got to replace the situations that you in with the good thoughts, where you want to be. Don't focus on that I am in this right now. I am grateful. I have gratitude. Everything I touch literally turns into gold. I may be right here at this present moment, but it's teaching me to elevate to a new level in life. Yes. Yes. Like, you have people around you. There's people, and right now, this is almost as, even though I'm talking, this is a positive community. You see, like Jamry and Mommy Way of Life together. She just said, you know, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a positive community. And you're going to feel that positivity. And then it's almost like you're going to be in this frequency. And I know, I used to look at my friend crazy when he said that, but it's true. It's like you're going to just feel those feelings of hope. And you're going to feel good. You understand? And when you find yourself alone and you sitting back thinking on those feelings that people gave you that made you feel like crap, or, you know, that's making you feel like you're not there, or people that you call friends that's almost left you in the dark, that's not 100% there for you. You are going to feel great to know that hey Selena, you're going to know and feel great that you are able to manage your state of mind. Because a lot of the mechanics is definitely managing your emotions. Remember, Maxine Bryant said it too, that anger causes disease. You understand? Like, it's dis-ease. Stress causes dis-ease. And when you're happy, you release endorphins, you know? Like, I know, for instance, like the sweet potatoes. When you eat sweet potatoes, it releases something in your body that makes you happy. It makes you, definitely, guys, connect. But, it releases endorphins, and you have to just think about what limiting beliefs? How did a person make me feel? And why am I reliving these feelings all the time? Yep. And yeah, you just seen how you said, I got this, I'm amazing. Believe it. Because here's the thing. You have to tell this. And yes, you can do it as long as the Most High wakes you up you got it. And just remember this too, like there's that scripture that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And I do not remember what the scripture is. I know it's Philippines, but oh my God, forget what I just said. I just that's funny. It's not easy to talk online. I'm just wing this, but I just know that definitely I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. And Maxine Bryan said, I read an article that broke down each disease and the connection for people. Resentment causes liver issues. You are so right. And you are right. And I learned this too, that when you hold on to resentment, it stops you. So for instance, if you have like a business or whatever, and you need, like, you finding yourself staying stagnant, you have to forgive and let go in order to get somewhere. Somebody, and there's always a person that you probably haven't spoke to. You have to mend. This is why people mend old relationships that they have, meaning like, we don't gotta be best friends. I don't need to call you every single day, but we didn't end on the right foot. So I'm just going to let you know what happened in the past is in the past. I forgive. I release. And you don't even have to go that far, but that does works. And your girl Shay Marshall said, can I forgive people and move on? Do I have to keep them around? You don't. That's what the thing is. You could forgive, and you could even say, you know what? Here's the thing, too. The power of writing is big. So write it down. You could, and you could do this privately. You don't have to tell anybody. Write down the people that you believe did you wrong, and just put their name, and just be like, you know what? This may have happened, but I forgive. And if you ever come into interactions with this person, just be kind. You understand? Just be kind and just talk with them, because they've done you wrong. But you know what? You teach people how to treat you. You teach people and lead by example. My husband be telling me that, like, when people on the road and I get upset at them, and don't want to act like jerks on the road, he's like, let this person come in, just stop to let this person come in, because your main one decision can impact other people to start doing the same. And that's how you got to look at it. You're teaching people how to do it. And it says, greater is he than is in me. Right. And okay, I'm going to release, but I want to move on. I don't want them to have another opportunity. Exactly. And that's the thing. Nobody's going to be a fool to where you're going to, because I feel like if you keep on letting the same things happening over and over again, it is the intention. Hey, I see, it's your boy, Leo. Hello. But yeah, if the same thing happening over and over again, then it's really with intent. But even this, I seen Michelle Obama say this too. As people go low, you go high, right? If you genuinely forgive and release, do it with a clean heart and commit to what you're saying. You release, you move on, but just don't hold on to the past. Is the past. What happened in the past is the past. What you do at this moment, being March 12th of 2019, matters. Because you may not be able to go back and change the past, but you can dictate and change what happens going forward. And you set the intentions. I write a lot too, yeah. You set the intentions that you don't want to let somebody else hurt you again, right? So that's your intentions. I release this and I'm moving on. And focus on what you want. Focus on exactly what you want. Focus on those goals that you have. If you want to become a writer, I'm just using that, just putting that out there because you said you write a lot. But if you want to do that, then do it. I used to think for the longest that I didn't speak well. You understand? Because I was told multiple times to, like be quiet or shut up or, like you talk too much or you don't use your own brain. Those kind of things. And I used to say these stories. Remember, we tell ourselves these bullshit stories. And Jordan Belfort says it best, that if you want to break it through in life, you have to stop listening to those stories that you're telling yourself, right? So I used to tell myself, like, I don't speak well. I can write better than what I speak. And come to find out, that's my daggone gift thing, to speak. You understand? So people could make you feel crap about something that's your gifting, and you have to just do it. As of today, I'm releasing all the hurt and anger. I forgive everyone that hurts me. Release. And that's what I'm talking about. And even if you got to do this for 30 days straight, what you could do before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning is say, I release everybody that hurt me and I forgive. Thank you. I have gratitude. I am a champion. I may be going through things in life right now, but I can do everything. I could accomplish greatness. Anything that I want, I can get, and I will. Say it. Because remember, you have to program your subconscious programming. And right now, at this moment, you may be feeling like, on top of the world, because this is literally like there's 11 people in here. This is like a mastermind where you're in a group with positive people that's giving you positive connections and positive affirmations, right? It's positivity that's going on. And then after you by yourself, you may feel at a low point again, right? When you're by yourself, those affirmations will do it. Those affirmations will do everything. Hey, last 7 skills. Hey. Definitely, like, those amazing. If y'all don't have last 7 skills, definitely, connect. But those affirmations will definitely get you to a point where you really going to believe a release. Yes, Ivana is Iyana. Definitely. It will make you grow. It will make you grow. It will make you feel better. Just release. Because it's a huge word, and it's a big word that will just make you feel like a weight came off your shoulder. All right, Maxine, thank you so much for coming on the live. I appreciate it. Yep, definitely. Oh, okay. So she said her communication is limited. All right, and I see Just Raya. Hi, Just Raya. All right, so definitely I see a new face, so I definitely will connect with you once I'm finished with this too. I'm going to go on everybody's live and definitely connect with everybody. But remember, connect. This is to grow, but I'm just telling y'all stuff that I truly believe in. And you will feel good once you definitely let go of those weights. Because when you have those feelings and you acknowledge that people hurt you in the past, it weighs you down. You understand? It weighs you down. It really does cloud your judgment. It clouds your judgment. And if you want to get to a new level and focus on where you're going, you just have to acknowledge certain things and really work towards becoming the best you. Because, like I said, I don't think there's a person in here that hasn't came into an area in life where they had to face adversity. But adversity is what makes you become stronger. It makes you grow. It makes you become a fantastic person. And when you let go of adversity and release it, like you have to do it. Adversity is meant to be there. Nobody's going to go through life in a straight line. I was on a good path, but last week I got angry at my family again, and I took the same some steps backwards. So here's the thing. Most of the times you're going to make 10 steps forward and get knocked down 2 steps forward. It's a part of life. Nobody's perfect. You understand? And it's fine. And that's the thing. Like, remember, just let those feelings go. And adversity it can't be avoided. Adversity makes us strong. Adversity makes us gain experience. It makes you wiser so you can just, pay it forward and help people out. Like, nothing is easy to accomplish in life, but once you make those decisions, and that's why I really spoke about that topic. I started this off talking about the topic of intent and knowing where you're going, knowing what you want, knowing what's for you. Because if you don't define it, then it's going to be hard to hit. And you always hit. And this is another thing. You never have to be good to get started, but you have to get started to become great. You never have, nobody expects that. Nobody expects that. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to start to become great. Greatness does not happen overnight. It happens with repetition and consistency. Doing it over and over. And this is why I am a sole believer of listening to positive audios. Reading great books. Read great articles. You understand? Like, I used to read books for enjoyment. Not stuff that was positive or like self-help in a sense. I used to read like the ghetto novels and, like novels that didn't really feed my brain in a sense. And until I had that shift and be like, okay, let me start diving into it. I used to look at topics like that as boring. And really, now that she says, I am strong. I raised 3 boys alone. Put them through college, and both of my parents died last year. I'm still here because I'm strong. And that's what I'm talking about. You are strong. See, that's what I'm saying. I read a lot. And it's really good to do that because that's what makes you strong. You have and like I said, knowledge isn't just power. Because people say that knowledge is power. Applied knowledge is power, but you had forces that kept you going. And especially to have the death of both your parents, and do this alone with 3 boys, that's a task. Yes, that is a task. And I do commend you for that. And probably people haven't told you. You understand? And this is the thing. My mentor always says this too. If nobody ever gave you the permission to accomplish greatness, let me be the first. You understand? Like, be great. Go after what you want. You understand? That example is highly strong. To raise 3 boys alone, put them through college. That is huge. You understand? So nothing that a person say, nothing that a person do to you can have power over you. It's about what you believe. Yes, it's about what you believe. And a lot of the times, yes, exactly, Black woman power, what you believe. Because a lot of the times is we don't tell ourselves that we're good enough. And because we don't believe it. And when you bring up your belief system, greatness happens. Greatness happens, and situations and opportunities will present themselves on a regular. On a regular, yes. Opportunities will present itself, abundant opportunities. So accept it. You understand? Like, accept the opportunities that's out there. Accept And don't block blessings. When you get those amazing ideas, act upon them as fast as you can. Because I'm telling you, we are creative. And if you jog your memory, the answers will start to come to you. And even sometimes, if people like to write, like free form, like just start writing the ideas. Like even when most people here is doing something with YouTube. So you're doing a YouTube channel. What do you want to provide people with? What takeaway do you have for people that's going to be watching you? What knowledge can you show them? What fun can you show them? What is your game plan? Because even the way that you believe in yourself is how, if some person doesn't believe highly in themselves, they don't really put themselves together. You understand? And like I said, a lot of people are carrying on belief sets in life, all from something that's been told to them years and years ago. And I don't think it's really great to suppress what you want. Like, go after what you really want in life. And even if to get back what I was saying, I have to listen to audios daily. I have to read passages. Most of the time I write. I go through a period of time where I don't want to, if I'm doing it, really hard, I may go through a part in time where it's whoa, I have to just relax my brain. You understand? Yep, I was saying that same thing to myself today. Yes, I go through those periods of time where it's whoa, I need this woosah. Everybody does that. But once you put greatness and that brain food that I was saying, once you feed your mind with positive vibes, positive information, opportunities will present itself. And when those opportunities present yourself, you will be ready to take on the task. And even if you aren't ready, take on the task. Take on the task, because I promise you, if you do the activity day in and day out, you will become good at whatever you want. Even right now, some people may not even know how to work technology that good to where they know how to edit videos real well, or they probably have limited resources in terms of cameras or stands and things of that nature. Do the best that you can. Work with what you have. But don't ignore what's ringing in your mind. Because we're all being edged and told what to do. You just have to open your mind and listen. We all just have to listen to it. Remember, and I point to these pictures. You don't see it this time. I don't have my phone. You may be able to see it. But this says, today is the perfect day to start living your dreams. Today. So, whatever somebody told you before, you understand? Somebody may have told you, I have to teach myself with the tutorials on here. That's what I'm saying. We are in the best darn age of time. If you don't know something, watch a video and you can pause, play. Even if it take you a few hours, just keep on doing it. Because here's the thing. We have resources available to it. And so what if somebody may say you suck in the beginning? Remember, you don't have to be great to get started. But to become great, you have to start. Today is the day. And that's right. Today is the day. How to edit. Yeah, me too. how to edit in Photoshop. Yeah, like, you know, for thumbnails, I've been using like Canva. I'm about to get like the Cut Story Pro, and no, I keep on getting Final. What is it? Final Pro X. Whatever. I keep on saying Cut Story Pro, but I know Cut Story is for Instagram, but it's Final Pro X. And literally, if you don't know something, watch it, because there's so many people that's really creative. Thank you. There's so many people that's creative. There's so many people that's going places. There's people that knows a lot, and we all can learn something from one another. And remember, today is that perfect day to start living your dreams. It's so funny because I tell people this all the time. I'm going to practice what I preach. And it's true. Like, I use Pixels. It's free. Yeah, there's so many different, like, you got the, I have a MacBook, so I got, like, the iMovie. And like I said, I'm about to get the Final Pro X just to do some extra stuff. And it's Maxine, I'm here crying and stuff. Yes, definitely. I mean, it's okay to cry. Like, if that's your way of feeling like you want to release, cry. And it's so fine. But it's crying to know that today is your perfect day to start living your dreams. It is 12:46 here. I'm in the Eastern time zone. I'm in Florida. But wherever you are, it is fine. Make the decision. Everybody that accomplishes greatness made a decision that they're going to do what they intended to do, regardless of what people say. You know how much people give unwanted advice, unwanted criticisms, unwanted feedback? Even when you get like a thumbs down, it's engagement. Embrace it. Somebody took the time out to do it. It took effort to do it. Yes, I released. I'm about to live out my dream. And as you're saying that, please believe it. Like, you have to believe it. Because everything that we want is possible. You understand? It is possible. And especially if you see somebody else that done it already, what's stopping you from doing it? What's stopping me? People may not be where they want financial wise, but they could do it. You know, money is energy. It's transferable. It comes, it goes, but there's ways to obtain it, right? And it's easy to come. And even if it's hard at this moment for most people, or the mindset of what you're telling yourself, it comes easy. And once you start believing it, circumstances and opportunities will present itself to where it becomes easy. And then you're going to be like, dang, why was I struggling before? Or why wasn't this coming to me? It's because the things we tell ourselves. I use that example where I was walking up the stairs and, just telling myself like, I'm tired. And I literally, wasn't really tired, but it's like, I said that because of like habit. Just out of habit. Or just say it to say it. So just identify this. And I want to just leave off with this. Write down those affirmations. Or write down the 3 things you see yourself accomplishing. It don't even have to be a year from now. What's the 3 things you have your heart desires on? And if there's more, write it down. But this is what's important. Write it down as if you have it already. I am so grateful that I have my amazing family together. I'm so grateful that, I have the car of my dreams. You have to support. You got to have support. Like, family needs to be down. Like, I'm feeling like I'm doing this by myself. And that's fine. You probably are doing it by yourself. But remember this. It is going to be, you have to start it off. And then when people see that you're passionate about what you're doing, they will eventually have no choice but to support you. And if you're not getting the support of your family or your friends right now, you have a family and friends on YouTube. Those are your new peoples, because not everybody's going to be on the same page as you. People's going to criticize you. Like, I've been in business for years. You think I have most of my family that purchases my products? No. There's always going to be strangers that's going to be the one that supports you. Keeping up with chats. Hi, will do. All right. So, yes, this is so motivating. Thank you. Definitely. Remember this. People that's strangers will be the people that support you, and then after you get to, it just is what it is most of the time. And then you're going, yes, we walk by faith, not by sight. And that's right, what Maxine says. People is going to have to come around. You're going to teach them to have no option but to support you. So definitely write down those things that you want to accomplish. And this is why I'm talking about, there's boards. There's boards. You understand? Like, get yourself a little board. Even your mirror in your bathroom. Sticky notes. You don't even have to put up pictures. Put up a sticky note. And this is what I can say. Before you go to bed at night, I am so grateful that I have this. And I'm just giving out random examples. Like, I am so grateful that I have $50,000 in my bank account. I am so grateful that I'm 145 pounds and I get to look and feel good and wear the amazing clothes that I want. I am so grateful that I have a supportive family. Hey, Zeke Saxon. Hey, everybody connect. Definitely. Say those things. You are so grateful that you have it. Yep. Because keeping up with chats, say it as if it's already in your possession. Because the thing about it is, you are programming your subconscious mind. You're programming your subconscious mind to focus on, when you clear the air and stop focusing on the people that hurt you, you are programming your mind to focus on I gotta focus on this. Like, remember, and I know in The Secret, I know some people seen this, where the genie, for instance, was like, you have 3 wishes. Remember, we get infinite. There's no limit. There's no limit. In the Secret, it said you get 3 wishes. No, not in The Secret, but in Aladdin, of course, as you know, it's like 3, and your wish is my command. But if you ever heard The Secret, which is something for law of attraction, you get as many wishes as you want. So if you say what you want, my wish, your wish is your command. So for instance, if you say that I'm dealing with hurt, your wish is your command. I'm going to get more people hurting you. You understand? If you say, I'm grateful, I'm happy, I'm with positive people, you're going to see more positive people coming towards your way. You're going to find more positive people in community. It's crazy because I go through this so much. If one of my family members was in my shoes, they wouldn't last. Right. People like to judge. People like to criticize. But what's for you is for you. And as Maxine say, hi, Genie in a bottle. Basically, and it's funny, I was just talking about your wish is my command. But basically, people like to judge the unknown. People like to criticize what they don't know about. There's people that's not happy with themselves, so it's like crabs in a bucket. You understand? Like crabs. Hi, Alina Roseanne. Hey. So crabs, basically, if there's crabs that's in a bucket and one of the crabs try to escape, the other crabs is going to work to pull that crab back inside of the bucket. And that's what it is. If there's people that sees you elevating and trying to move past what they're doing, so they don't like it and they want to bring you back down to their size. And it's up to you to to let that person either pull you down or to keep on running till the end of the tunnel. Yep, because there's people that's energy suckers. They like vampires, like they're going to suck out your energy. And if you let it happen, that's a decision. You understand? So many people want to do their own thing, but they're doing what makes their parents happy, for instance. You understand? Like a lot of cultures, like some people become doctors or, they work certain jobs because that's what their parents is going to be happy with. And they suppress what they want to do. And Maxine Bryant says, yes, we all have different belief systems. Mine is scripture from the word of God. Example, I say the blessing from the Lord. Make them one rich and no sorrow added to it. Yes, it's so true. You understand? And yes, misery do likes company, right? And I always use that crabs in a bucket analogy. You have to be that one, to know that these people are here to drag you back in. Like, oh, I'm going to drag you in, and you just have to keep on pushing. But I'm going to tell y'all this one story, and I know y'all heard it before, and people use it in different analogies, but I'm going to tell you how I definitely want to tell you this, because I believe it's Kevin Trudia, though. I heard it from multiple people, but I'll tell you it from Kevin Trudia. So, here's the thing. A lot of us is begging, right? We're crying. And this is my 3rd time doing YouTube. Don't stop. I don't want you saying this is the 4th time. This is your 3rd time. Make it sticky. Keep on going, girl. Yes, and exactly. Keeping up with chaos. Exactly, friend. When you don't believe in yourself, there is no way you could consider believing in others. I pray for this. If I pray for the individual, the dark place is very low and toxic place. So you see, everybody's almost saying the same thing. Like toxic people is there. You just have to pray for them, to uplift them, uplift their spirit, and just keep on going. Because that's all we can do. What is for other people is none of our business. It's just what we're doing. And I'm going to get into the story. How opportunity is around all the time. So here's the story where, so there was the flooding times in New Orleans. This is like a hypothetical example. But basically, there was a pastor, right, who have an amazing, nice church. However, a hurricane's coming, right? So here's the thing. A hurricane's coming, and there was firefighters and police force that was controlling the area to ask, to make sure that everybody got to safety. And they was like, hey, pastor, like, it sounds like there's going to be a big storm. Where are you going to go? And he said that I am staying here because God got my back. Right? So they was like, okay. And they was like, you sure? He said, I'm staying because God got my back. Okay. So this hurricane come, right? The water started to pour in. It was getting really, 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 really bad. You understand? And there's been cops patrolling the area and still with the firefighters that came. And basically, they're patrolling this area, and they was like, listen, pastor, you got to go. It's getting really, really bad. And he was like, nope, staying behind, not leaving my church. God got me. All right. Now, the water is really, really streaming. The water is really coming down a lot. And he has to go to the 2nd level of the building. And airplane comes. All right, pastor, it's this bad. We're coming to you from an airplane. Come, we're going to save you from the situation. And he's like, I'm not leaving because God got my back. Right? So long story and long and behold, he dies. Right? He dies. He's in the pearly gates. of heaven, and he comes up to God and said, I thought that you said you got my back, you know? And I kept on saying that. And he was like, well, look at this. I sent you the cops and the firefighters before the storm. You didn't heed that warning. I had somebody, when the water started to come, I basically sent you another set of cops and firefighters to help you. And then you had an airplane where people was trying to save you, and you reject all three. So naturally, you're here. And that's how most people live through life. Opportunity comes and formed in ways where you don't expect it and you reject it. Right? Because you think it's supposed to be something else. Or opportunity presents itself at work. Opportunity presents itself in adversity. You're supposed to get mad. You understand? Because getting mad could be like, maybe it could be a driving force to show somebody like, I'm going to accomplish greatness. And you don't recognize it for what it is, and you pass it up. And then later on, a lot of times people say that I'm unhappy. You understand? Like, I'm happy, I'm stressed, those kind of things. And here's the thing. Multiple times, opportunity is going to present itself until you accept it. You could accept it for what it is, or you could reject it. It's either you accept it or you reject it. But the more you reject it, those opportunities are going to be rolling in slowly. So definitely write down what's your intention. Where do you see yourself going? And tell yourself, act as if you have it already. Act the role and you will become. And not to say you're pretending, you understand? Because I don't believe in pretending. I don't believe in being fake. You're being real. But if you're telling yourself, I am so grateful and I have gratitude that I have these things in life. I obtain and I acquire this. I am grateful. You will have it. And I can promise you this. Because here's the guarantee. And I don't think a lot of people take this guarantee serious. But there is a guarantee that these dreams that we get, nobody gets a desire if they wasn't capable of accomplishing it. Like, there's people in this channel. Do y'all have a desire to become a pilot? I know I don't have that desire. That's not something that I want to accomplish. I don't have that desire. You understand? I have and it says, but sometimes we just don't understand. Hence, why we should pray for understanding and guidance. Because at times I'm confused. Like, Lord, I don't understand it now, but I trust you. And Jeannie and everybody said, pray, pray, pray to cover yourself and to pray for the spirit of the sisters and brothers carrying. So remember, we have the victory. Sometimes it's just about a leap of faith. And that's what it is. It's walking in faith and not by sight. And believing that you have it. You can have it all. And that's why I think that story is always powerful, because opportunity presents itself. And if you reject it, you're bringing yourself 10 steps back. Accept it. Right? Accept it. Because the opportunities are going to come. Keep on going. Even if somebody don't see what you're doing eye to eye, and it may be, people that it could be your close family, your husbands, the wives. It could be, your parents, children, friends. People that you admire may not see what you see, or not see what you're doing as something that they believe in. But this is the thing. I wear prescription glasses. And my vision is for me. And I'm pretty sure if I give my glasses, my prescription glasses, mind you, to somebody just, randomly to wear, they're going to ask me, like, what kind of vision do I have? They're going to be blind because it's not for them. It is for me. And your dreams and your goals and your, what you strive for is for you. And it's up to you, and it's your responsibility to make sure that it is carried out. Carry out your dreams. Carry out your goals. Everybody keep on connecting with people. If you tell somebody that you're going to support them, do it. If you say that you're going to help one another. I keep on telling myself, what is for me is for me. Yes, what is for you is for you. Hi, comedy. Yes, what is for you is for you. If you tell somebody you're going to do something, keep up with it, because what we reap, we sow. But just remember, every season, my husband is listening now, there are so many seasons in life. Thank you. Yep, there's so many different seasons in life. And remember, there's that planting season and it's a harvesting season. And you have to nurture it. Nurture. So definitely push and stay around positive people. Because just remember, whatever we believe and what we tell ourselves, we can achieve. So definitely. And this moment, being at the right place at the right time. Start your day expecting greatness. Understand that God has a perfect way. God has made perfect your way. And yes, greatness. Thank you. I love your live stream. I appreciate it. You have to start your day on a positive tone, because how you start your day is usually how you flow through the day. And if you like, for instance, you ever got up and you hit your toe or something like that, and you stumbled and you seen that your day trickled off where stuff just kept on happening, remember, start your day by reading what your goal is. I'm going to acquire. No, I am grateful. I'm happy. Start off with your affirmations. Tell yourself certain things. Can you move in with us? That's funny. And Keeping On With Chess says, and this is good in general. I have my perspectives, and at the same time as I grow, I learn how to not change my morals or views, but in fact, how to understand others. And that's what I believe. I may have certain views, and there's certain things that I may not believe in, right? But I want to have a deep understanding and compassion and empathy for other people and not be judgmental. Like, I'm a human, so I make mistakes. Like, even the other day, my dad was telling me that he want to get another pit bull. And I'm like, why do you want another pit bull? You understand, like, their temperament. And he was like, well, they're not that bad. And I was like, oh, you can't just get another dog? But that's not for me to say. That's what he likes. And that's kind of even like dumb that I was even doing that. And I did that out of habit. Giving unwanted advice. You understand? Unwanted advice and trying to discourage him from he want another pit bull. That's his want. I don't want it. But why me discourage him? Right? And Keeping On With Chess said this is important. A lot of us suffer from our own personal stuff. I don't blame people for how they feel. Sometimes it's a lack of understanding and experience. And that's what I'm talking about. It was a lack of my understanding on his part why he would want a pit bull. Right? He has one. And I'm like, yo, you want another puppy? Like, there's no other dog you want? And not like, I guess nobody's judging me that I want 2 miniature schnauzers. And even if they was to tell me, I would be like, I don't care. So I'm like, how do I just reel off my lips to him why I get that? Or try to discourage him? So we do stuff Not intentionally, but when we do recognize it, it's like, whoa. I love how you engage us in a conversation. Yeah, it's not about me. Let me tell you something. When I'm doing these videos, it's not about me. It's what I can do to help everybody come off of my lives feeling better or to do better or give that idea. And keeping up what Chess says, I know of you. I know of and understand people of all walks in life. I will try to understand another more, the world or the people, and it would make a better place. Heartbreaking. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. We are destroyed because of lack of knowledge, and it's true. It's lack of knowledge, and a lot of times is who am I to judge a person that has a different point or a different religious belief, right? Who am I to judge a person because they eat this kind of food or don't look like me or want to have this certain flag or have, this kind of ritual? Who am I to judge? I'm not. I can't judge. And that's what it is. A lot of the times we feel uncomfortable because we see something weird. And I remember Darren Hardy, who I really love how he uses these analogies, that in some countries, say if you're at showing skin, at a beach or whatever, is uncomfortable. But in some countries, or even here, women that's fully clothed, for instance, or you can only see their eyes, makes some people uncomfortable. It happens on both sides of the spectrum. But it's all within our minds, our beliefs, how we've been raised, why we don't understand certain things. And then we judge people for our lack of understanding. But just remember this, the people that you judge, you become like. And that's why I speak about forgiveness, right? Because the people who we say that we don't want to become like, it happens. I learned that a long time ago. I went to this conference and I was like, oh, I ain't ever going to be like this person. And whoo, that stuff will knock you off your feet, how it can happen. The people that you say you hate, it can happen. Hi, Christina RMS again. Definitely, the people that you say, I don't want to be like them, or you try to avoid, it happens. So definitely just remember to come to that. Have that spirit of gratitude, release, forgive, and let's just recap everything. Because I'm recap because I'm gonna stop this at 2 hours. But this is the recap. Intention. Know where you are going. Write down what you expect and what you demand. Aw, thank you so much, Maxine. I really appreciate it. Write down what you demand and what you expect, because we get what we expect, and if we expect little, we're going to get little. If we expect a lot, we will get more. And just remember this too, if we could be trusted with the little things, then we could be trusted with more, right? I know, right? Don't leave. I'm going to be on here tomorrow again. I'm going to come on here tomorrow. I literally, I've been running. So, definitely, what we expect, we receive. Right? And which is why I'm working on having more positive thoughts. And it's true. It's like there's people that has been... It all starts from upbringing, for instance. You understand? And this is why it says that a lot of times they be trace back your roots or trace back your times in school. Because a lot of us block out things in our minds that we want to block out. But here's the thing, just write down what you want to speak. What are your affirmations? Write down what do you want your affirmations to be. You could tell yourself greatness. What are you going to tell yourself when you wake up in the morning? I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am strong. I am a champion. My husband said 10 more minutes. I know, right? Yes, like, tell yourself some great things. Tell yourself those things. I am happy. And a lot of the times we may not even know, because we didn't learn from example how to treat certain people. We may not know, how to be the best mother, the best father, the best, wife, the best husband. But we can learn. And we can acknowledge that we make mistakes all the time. I can acknowledge that. Because I'm not perfect. But once you recognize that you are learning, right, then you will go to another level in life. So, I know, she's like, you just kidding. Yes, definitely, like, you have to acknowledge those kind of things. And keeping up with what Chad says, train your mind for positive thoughts, and what you think is how you speak. And what you speak will become your actions. Boom, better person. And it's true that I said that too earlier. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. We are guided by our minds, and you have to learn how to pay attention to what we say. We have to pay attention to what we say, and yes, speak it to believe it. Then you will see it and let it manifest onto this earth. And that's how you literally manifest things, is by saying it with conviction. I know and I know and I know that this is going to happen. I know that I have to put work to make everything grow. I have to plant those seeds, but it will. And I say it will happen for me. Because no matter what, we can get anything that we want. Anything. And remember, the life and death literally is in the power of the tongue. I gave y'all an example of passing up opportunity, when opportunity is literally right in front of your face. But sometimes it is in forms that we don't recognize, so we reject it. So will be done on earth. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't reject opportunity. You understand? Like, give stuff a fair try. Be open to new things. I am more than a conqueror. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, whatever you want to tell yourself. And I think that everybody should literally, like, write down the things that they want to tell themselves. What do you come up with your own affirmations? What are you going to say every morning? Before you go, can I skip that? Can I skip that? Everyone here, pray for my situation, please. Please, yes. Please, everybody, pray for the situation. Yes, definitely. Because I definitely will pray. I'll pray for everybody on here. Like, I really just believe that anything can happen. I get what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, please. I just want us all to uplift each other. Remember, anytime I do a live, it's not just about me. And, even if somebody does a live and put the focus on them, it's whatever. I believe that I come on here to help other people. I want people to come on feeling empowered. And I think that everybody should just, believe that it will come. Change will come. And Maxine says, I do scriptures, shout outs every morning. I will pray, connecting and agreeing, sis. Yes, that is beautiful. Hold up. You do that live? Oh, I do scriptures. Maxine, don't tell me you're going on live and I don't see it. Yeah, but definitely that's amazing, and really and honestly, Like anything that anybody is going through in life, just you have to believe that you are strong. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, I know I'll be on there. Believe. Hi, Art Code Vlogs. Hello. Definitely. If y'all don't have Art Code Vlogs, definitely connect. I am going to come up here soon. But this has been an amazing live as usual. I think every time I do a live, it's been great because you guys help me come up with some amazing topics and I expound upon what's being said in here. And literally, like, I believe that everybody is destined for greatness and everybody will go far. Yep, everybody will go far. So I'm definitely going to give y'all time to just connect with everybody. But everybody is going to do a fantastic job with everything. And just remember, before you go to bed and retire, just speak about those 3 things that you really want to accomplish. It could even be one thing that you desire at this time. Like, say it with conviction. And say it as if you have it already. It's B. Hi, how's it going? Yep, say it as if you have it already. I am so grateful for this YouTube channel. I'm so grateful that we are living in a dawn of age of technology where we can just connect with all people around the world with ease. Great live. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am so grateful for every struggle I ever went through because it was a learning experience. I was not grateful for it while I'm going through it, but you know what? It is what it is. Everything that we go through makes us stronger. So I am so grateful for it. The Most High is coming to you right now. And definitely, as you are going down, like even if, when you get that time to be by yourself, just say what you're happy for, what you're thankful for. Synergy is better together, guys. And that's what it is. This, I feel like when I do lives, will be masterminds. Because like I said, as you're together in a group right here, we're in a group of positivity, so you're going to feel good. But remember, there's going to be those times when you are by yourself. And when you're by yourself, you have to keep on telling yourself, I am a champion. I'm great. People, people may have done this, and don't say that as an affirmation, but people just don't understand. But I will lead by example. I am a leader. I am a leader. I will lead people to greatness. Say those kind of things, So when you say those kind of things, people will start to believe in you. And it's not like you saying like, hey, I need you to believe in me. It's, remember, what you put out there comes to you. What you focus on grows. Anything that you focus on grows and expand. And with that said, I definitely want everybody to have an amazing night, amazing afternoon, amazing evening, wherever you're watching from, depending on where you're at in the world. I want to thank you so much for everybody coming onto this live. And just remember, if you believe it, you could achieve it. Yes. Let's be like tidal waves and rise together. And that's what it is. Support one another. Real love. And remember, these are lifelong relationships. You understand? Like, if you feel like you haven't had the support that you need, you will always get it from this channel. You understand? You will get it from the people that you're surrounded with. And as my mentor said, if nobody ever gave you that permission to succeed, let me be the first one. So have an amazing night, and thank you so much for spending some time for me. I really appreciate it.